find a way.
And so much of the decision making was out of my hands. And that is something that I've talked about before, was I was constantly waiting for the validation to work and earn money for my family. And so I constantly felt like I was being held back from my potential and my earning potential, right? Like, it wasn't about being rich, like, or anything like that. It was about making a living and doing what I love. Like, anyone wants to be happy in what they do. Hopefully you are. And having a lifestyle for my family that I could provide for them. I just can't allow my life to be this random choice. I don't have any rich parents and come from any kind of crazy background. I don't have anybody who can help us pay our bills. So I felt that same thing inside of me again. And I'm like, I got to make it happen. Like, I'm the leader of this family. I got to dig deep. Here's what I felt finally, that I could be in control. I could drive my boat. I always use the analogy, in Hollywood, you're in a Ferrari with no steering wheel.
Yeah.
You just hit the pedal. There's just zero direct. You can't direct the Ferrari. It's either going to slam into a wall or go down the highway for a little bit and then go over a cliff and you might regain control. What I saw here was, I know I'm going to work my ass off, like I have in my life. The second that I'm pointing at someone else, I should be pointing here first, because I'm the captain of my ship. If I'm not steering it correctly, you got to make a course adjustment.
I remember a comment that one of my teachers made that stuck with me. He said, man, you got to learn how to live in little land. He's like, you got to get down there in it. And he's like, you're down there, but you got to, he's like, get further in. And I was like, okay. I mean, it's like, you have to retrain your eyes and retrain your hands, and because you're not used to working, on these tiny things.
And you really have to commit to that. How many years does it take to learn that craft?
I think you never stop.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, it's a good 5 or 6 years of catching stuff on fire and learning how to hold things the right way and how to look at things through magnification. Trial and error is such a huge part of it. You're gonna make mistakes are like, it's absolutely 100% part of the process.
In today's world, like, we're just full of like corporate chain nonsense and like things that don't have any, like stores that don't have any character to
soul.
Them. Yeah, soul. And I'm so thankful that Bristol's been able to hold on to like those authentic stores.
Somebody from the nonprofit approached me and they said, "Are you the cake guy?" I say, "I guess so." She said to me, "You saved a life yesterday." I go, "How in the world I save a life? You're making a mistake." And she said, "Let me tell you how we save a life." Well, tell me. And she said, "We got around our neighbor," because they call them neighbors. And I love that word because they're our neighbors. And we start singing happy birthday to him in front of the cake, and he start crying over the cake. When we ask him, "Why are you crying?" He says it was the first time in his life that he had a birthday cake. And because that cake and that celebration, he didn't kill himself. He took his pistol and put it next to the cake, the one that he was going to shoot himself that day. And he said, "Gosh, man, that's huge." I said, "Man, if a cake can save a life, if a gesture of love can save a life, any gesture of love can save a life. We're all heroes, man. We just don't recognize ourselves."
I think social media has created this idea that the entrepreneur is standing in front of a private plane, spending all their time on the beach. It's just not reality.
They had a dream to own a business, but whenever they've not been prepared for that, when they go out, and you get crushed so fast because owning a business will crush you faster than anything in the world.
It's a series of getting kicked in the stomach.
Yeah, every day, right? Just stand in line. It's like, give me another. Is that all you got?
Yeah, but the people that I see who are successful are the people that can get kicked in the stomach, and they just keep going.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the smartest people. It might not be the most talented. It's the people that just keep taking one step after another, right?
You know, success is inconvenient too, right? Everybody thinks, hey, well, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to own this business, and I'll take off when I want. And I'll drive a brand new car, or I'll have a plane. It's just not that way, and it's inconvenient. It never fails. Whenever you're trying to take a vacation, I know you know this.
Yeah.
You try to take a vacation, or you're trying to do something with your friends, and just so happens something comes that has to be done tomorrow. And it does. I mean, it's part of business. And so you have to make sacrifices to be successful.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to make those sacrifices, then you don't need to own or run a business.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not what's in the brochure. And
No, they print a lot of stuff in that brochure that's not true. Yeah. There's no magic pill. It's hard work. We don't work outside of a box. We're working outside of a system that doesn't work. Why don't we just create a new box? I thought that was so much more powerful.
I think true entrepreneurship is building something that hasn't been done before.
I don't need a piece of paper that says that you've got an MBA from Harvard. Doesn't matter to me. The person is more important. I need somebody that shows up every day. I know somebody that's willing to learn. I need somebody that's willing to be inconvenienced. And you've got the dedication and the willingness to put the work in and the grind.
Find a way.